Assalamu alaikum, this is me Atisham Haider and you're watching my YouTube channel RILS. In today's session, I'm going to discuss another category of the part of speech, which is the succeeding lectures of the previously commenced lecture, which are about the parts of speech. So in previous videos, I separately recorded about noun, pronoun, adjective, adverb, verb, and this is one of its series. So in this video, I will discuss article. Now, what is article? In this video, you're going to have the definition and its kinds and certain applications with relevant examples. But before we move on this video, I do recommend that those who haven't watched the previous videos or they want that they should learn English right from its basic approach or starting with the parts of speech. So you should watch all the previous videos, and for that you have to subscribe my channel so that you can have more videos. Now let's get to start with today's video. Now articles actually they work as determiners in a sentence, and you know that similar function is also performed by adjectives. So we usually keep articles in one of the types of adjective, like previously in the adjective video I talked about one category that is articles. So articles are basically dealt in adjective. This is why, because they function as adjectives. So they are the determiners which determine the nouns in a sentence. This is why we call them determiners. Now articles are of two types basically. One is definite and the other article is indefinite article. Now definite article in English we have the, whereas indefinite articles are a and an. So these two are the indefinite articles. Now what is the role and application of definite articles? So I must first define it, and afterwards we'll move forward to the next category. So definite article, as we have the and the or the, this is actually the concept. So in terms of pronunciation, two of them are correct, but according to its application, and it's usually said that when a word after the begins with a consonant sound, so you have to say the man, or the building, the tallest mountain in a range, or when you talk about a word basically that begins with a vowel sound, and for that particular word you have to use the, like the international airport. So the international airport, the honest person, so the honest person. So in such cases you use with this particular pronunciation, and that is basically a definite article. Why it is definite? Because the name refers to that it defines, or it specifically says about some noun, and this is why we call it a more definite article. Like you see in an example, like if I say the student, so I'm talking about a specific student, so definite student that the listener has in his or her own mind that I'm talking about, or the book that I gave to someone. So I'm talking about that specific book, not exactly all the books in the world. So I'm talking about that specific book. So when you specify a noun, so you can use this particular article, and that is used as an adjective. So it can be categorized into this, but this is why I'm separately making a video, because here we have to get to fully understand the applications of articles, and two types, definite and indefinite articles. Now definite article has its own purpose, and it is used with some of the mountain range. You can use the, and you can use the with the ocean, certain oceans, like we have Atlantic and Pacific Ocean, Arabian Sea. So the Arabian Sea, we've got some of the newspapers like in Pakistan, usually we have the Express, the Jang, the Ummah, the Jasarat, and there are lots of newspapers in Pakistan. And with all these newspapers like the Washington Post in America, or you have got some other newspapers in the world, you can use the with them to make them more specific. Though their names are proper noun, but we use with them. With certain countries, a group of countries, like we say the United Kingdom or the United States of America, so it is USA or KSA or Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So with all these group of countries, we UAE like also comes in this, so we use the. But with rest of the countries, like in Asia, we will call it them China, so it is not the China or the Pakistan, or you say the India, so it's just not that. So you only say Pakistan, India, China, Bangladesh, and you have got Afghanistan. So all these countries are used without the, and even they are in the European continent or Australian continent or American continent. So wherever these countries are, except those countries which are the union. So I've already said about. Now you have got the holy books like the Bible and the Holy Quran. So they also come under with this category of definite, and you use the. But usually we use with a common noun the to make that common noun a specific. Like I've already given example that the man, the man or the book or the girl or the specific program. So the program, so I'm talking about that specific program. So the is refers to the definite sort of things. And remember that definite article the is used with both singular and plural noun. Either you say the student or you say the students. So students may be 5, 6, 7 to make these common students as specific, or to make one student common student specific, so you use the. Whereas on the other hand, if we talk about the second category, which is indefinite pronoun, as the name refers to some unspecific or common sort of noun, so this is why we call it indefinite. And there are two words which we use in order to refer to a common or unspecific noun. Like one is a and the other one is an. So there is a concept of using a and an before a noun. So if a word or a noun begins with a consonant sound, you use a, whereas if the noun begins with a vowel sound, so you use an. This is the basic difference. And remember, usually people take it with a wrong interpretation, that they say that if we see a vowel beginning with a noun or adjective, and we go to for using this quantitative or sort of articles like which determines the noun, so we have to use an with the vowel, the word which begins. But this concept is wrong. Remember, the word that begins with a vowel sound. So sound, this is the technical definition, that the word which begins with a vowel sound, because it doesn't matter either it begins with a vowel or it begins with a consonant. But if it sounds vowel, so then you use an, but if it sounds consonant, you use a. So I will give you a few examples so that your mind gets clear. Now first example is if I say mango. So with mango, because it sounds like mango, so with this we use a. But if I use the same m in a word, like, and I say MNA, so MNA in Pakistan is the member of National Assembly, or we have got MPA, the member of Provincial Assembly. So with them, like if I refer someone or determine someone with that he is, so he is not a MNA, he is an MNA. Why is it so? Because that M begins with the A sound, A, M, M. You don't say money. So this is basically M and A. So M, pronouncing this M, you first come up with the sound A. So this is why we use an with it. And similarly, we have got another example, like E like at the start of the word, and if you see elephant, a word, so elephant, it sounds a elephant, like short a elephant, and you use that. It is an elephant. But if you see the same word begins with E, but it sounds like something else or consonant, and it doesn't sound like wall, short a, like the word European country. So it begins with E, European, European country, but you say it is a European country. Suppose Norway is a European country. So a European country, it won't be pronounced as an European country. Why? Because that word Europe sounds like you. Europe, European country. So European country, you don't say a Europe country. So a European is wrong. So this is why we use a with that, because actual vowel sound of E is short a, short a. So in elephant, this is best example here, short a, elephant. But here in this particular example, European, this is working as the consonant sound U, like European, but you would say no, U is also a vowel. So yes, U is a vowel, but let me clear this confusion as well. Like if you use a word starting with U and you say unique, so if you say it was dash unique experience, so in dash you're going to use a, it was a unique experience, because this U doesn't sound like and this is basically the vowel pronunciation is so you say uninterested. So the best example that I find personally is umbrella. So we when we use this, that it is an umbrella, we don't say it is a umbrella. Why? Because umbrella, this begins with the vowel U, but here it sounds with and is the vowel sound, whereas U is not a vowel sound. So you don't say it umbrella, you say umbrella. So you're going to use an with it. Whereas on the other hand, university, you're going to use a university, because you don't call it university. So when you call it university, you're going to use an, but this is actually university, so you're going to use a. So it doesn't matter either the noun begins with a vowel or a consonant, but you must remember that if a noun begins with a consonant sound, you're going to use a, and if the word begins with a vowel sound, you're going to use an with them. So this is basically the concept or the difference between a and an, which are the indefinite articles. So I hope that articles topic is clear to all of you. If you still have any query with regards to this particular topic, so you may feel free to type your query in the comment box below. And also, if you have liked my videos, so share and like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you so much. Wish you all the luck. Stay happy. Allah Hafiz.